present my fourth annual report. I am doing my PhD under the guidance of Dr. P. And my topic is from colonial to post-colonial, a study of the victimization of downtrodden people in the selected novels of Mla Jyer and N. The first chapter is the introduction of the research. In the introduction chapter of this research paper, I will discuss the life, the works and the awards of Mla Jyer and Boogie. I will also deal with my topic that I select for this research work. Anand and Boogie are the notable writers of their own area. They have faced many problems during their writings, but still they continue to highlight the problems of their own country, India and Kenya respectively. Most of their works are mainly concerned with political, cultural and social issues. Boogie and Anand have directly attacked the social injustice, social exploitation, caste discrimination, gender discrimination, religious discrimination. That is the main point and part of their writings. Each sentence written and spoken by Anand and Boogie is full of experience, full of knowledge. They are a great source of inspiration for the oppressed, downtrodden and poor classes. My first chapter is social and political background. Whenever we start anything in our life, the condition of society, the condition of politics always matters. In this chapter, I will discuss the social and political background of Anand's and Boogie's writing. What was the source that we find in the writings whenever they start to write? Because the society of that time was very tough. In India, there was discrimination based on caste. In Kenya, there was discrimination based on class, like race. So the discrimination of caste and class we can see in the writings of Mla Jyer and Boogie. The political background. We know at that time, Kenya and India, both the country, the Britishers rule over the country. And Boogie's first of three works of Anand and Boogie. The chapter will examine how this political and social condition influence their writings. I have before I just said how the influence of political and social we can see in the writings of Mla Jyer and Boogie. The impact of colonial rule when India and Kenya were facing colonial period of their country. After colonial, when they got independence, what circumstances makes them writers to write the subject and themes. So the second chapter is based on political and social background of their country. Whether through Boris' resistance, Muno's suffering, Nazorge's broken dreams and Waja's rebellion, both Anand and Boogie show how colonial and post-colonial systems dehumanize the oppressed, and why not in all forms is essential. Their works continue to making them a foundational voice in the world. My second chapter is quest for identity. We everyone has a desire, has a wish that we have a identity in our society. Without identity, we can't exist in our society. Everyone has a desire, everyone has a wish that he or she has their personal individual identity. So the important thing also occurs in the novels of Mla Jyer and Boogie, that is quest for self-identity. The quest for self-identity is a central theme in the colonial and post-colonial period. So this chapter will deal with Anand's and Boogie's protagonists search for their identity in the selected novels. In the novels of Anand and Boogie, characters grapple with colonial trauma, social hierarchies, gender oppression, economic exploitation. Their journey are not just personal. The characters in the selected novels of Boogie and Anand, their journey are not personal but symbolic of national and collective identity crisis in colonial and post-colonial era of their own country. Across these four novels, that I have been selected for my research works. The quest for self-identity is deeply connected with social oppression, colonial legacy, gender roles, and political awakening. Anand saw how social reform and moral strength are necessary for selfhood, but also how caste and poverty erase identity. Like character of Muno, like character of Baka, we can see that how poverty and caste discrimination erase someone's identity. Gugi present identity as political and collective journey, where the individual must important historical betrayal and systematic exploitation of their country Kanya. Vanja's quest for identity is a struggle to survival. Vanja in Blood of Beetle is a character, and her quest for identity is a struggle. In every part of the novel, we find that every step, every way, he chooses the path of a struggle. Self-respect, that is most important, and political consciousness in a world where gender disoppression, class exploitation intersect. Through the characters of Vanja, Gugi is still searching for true liberation. Today, if we talk about our independence India, or we talk about independence Kenya, still they are searching for their identity. Still the women are searching for their identity, the real identity in this independence era of our country. While Nadorge's quest for identity is a struggle to get education. Nadorge is the part of With Not Child novel. He belong from a poor family and a struggle for education, because he knows that only education can provide me my identity, because Kenya is under British rule. So only education can provide him a better identity. The third one is understanding the art of characterization. This is very important because the selection of art, it matters in novels issues, novels wider recognition. In this chapter, I will discuss the selection of characters by Anand and Gugi. All the selected characters in these novels for this research are outstanding and very close to reality. They are very close to reality. Whenever we read about it, we feel that the same thing is happened in front of my eyes. That same thing is happened in front of in this society when I exist. Characterization is a central to literary craft. In Petals of Blood, Coolie, With Not Child,